Good morning, or afternoon, or evening, or whenever you're joining me. I've got a good strength training and cardio combined program for you today. A couple of things we do use squats, and I just want to talk about squats. I'll turn sideways. So when you do a squat, you're usually starting with your feet shoulder width apart, and you want a hip hinged, which just means poke it out, poke your bottom out before you lower. If you don't, if you just start lowering, you see how my knees went beyond. So whenever you're doing a squat, you want to consciously think about poking it out and lowering. It becomes a flow, but that way my knees are staying over my toes. Okay, with that little bit of cueing and form nag robin thing, let's warm up. All right, so got 5 warm-up moves designed to get upper body and lower body moving, warmed up, limber, etc. Play your music in the background. I can't, so that's against the rules unless it's my own music and I'm not so inclined. All right, 3, 2, 1, little squat, diagonal. 1. Let those sides of your abs get engaged and limbered. The squat isn't a deep squat, just enough. Now step wide, give yourself a hug. All right, you can take this a little lower if you want, because we're starting to warm up those legs. Anytime you do a squat, you want to inhale down, exhale to come up. Three, 2, 1. Now, crisscross and butt kick. Your shoulders warm and limber. Shoulder is one of those joints that is so easily injured. So let's get it limbered and avoid injury. 3, 2, 1. Last one, windmill arms. Touch the bottom of your foot. This is going to limber your hips, the lateral motion of the hips. Both cats are here today, but they're off camera right now. That could change. All right, I think we're good. All right, the very first one we're gonna do is one that has a squat. I'm gonna start with 5 pounds. If you're doing this with me over the course of a month, you can progress, and I probably would, but I'm going to start with 5s because this was a very, it's a combo move, I should say. All right, let me get the timer going. Sorry, hit blank on me. All right, we're doing 40-second intervals today. This is a squat, press. Oops, sorry. These start at your shoulders. I'm turning a little bit diagonal so you can see. on my squat. I'm trying to come down so that my knees don't go beyond my toes, forward beyond. Twist and twist. My opposite heel is raising as I twist. It just sort of naturally does that. Okay, cardio move. I'm going to say just one. Wait, there's a high knee twist. And raise your knee and twist to one side. I wouldn't try to exhale every time you twist. That's too much oxygen. So just alternate. Inhale, exhale. This is a cardio move, so it's not as important to exhale on the work. The whole thing is work. Okay, second one is a push-up. I'm going to do it on knees, modified. You do it on full if you want to. You're going to lower into a push-up. As you come up, you can extend one arm forward. Push-up, extend. Do it a nice, slow, steady pace. This really is for your core and for your chest. Make sure that butt is down so that your head, your buttocks, and your knees form a straight line. Even my legs are braced since you're in an unstable position. All right, low boxer. I'm going to use some light weights. Again, this is a cardio move. Get in your crouch position and just box. If you get tired of just forward punches, change it to upper cuts. Maybe go back to forward. Keep that crouch. You're going to work your legs. At the same time, you're working your core because you are braced. Your core is braced and tight. All right. Full body crunch. This one's on the floor. Start with one dumbbell at ends, resting on the floor. Knees are bent. We're going to lift your feet and come up and down. So you don't go very far, just to overhead. Now pick up the pace. Exhale as you crunch. Only lifting your head and shoulders. That protects your lower back. Lower back is touching the floor at all times, which protects it. Good. Use your legs to come up. Third cardio move. Get your feet going first. And add, so it's a crisscross rowing motion with a toe tapping. If you don't want to hop, you can certainly just heel, touch heel. I would not add any weight if you're hopping. If you're touching, tapping with your heel, you could add weight. Okay, that's our first 3. Go back to the beginning. Go back to our squat, to overhead press and twist. Focus on a good squat, shoulder width feet. Hip hinge, lower, twist and press. Inhale down, exhale to come up. One weight for the cardio, end to end. So knee up and twist, just like that. Here we go. Inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale. Exaggerate that leg, bring it up as high as you can. This is working your waistline as well as keeping your heart rate elevated. Okay, back to your push-ups and the one arm reach. Of stabilization on this one, which is a great way to work your core. All right, here we go. Inhale down, exhale to come up. Keep that butt down. Natural tendency is for it to, come up. Well, don't do that. One more. So we don't get a lot of push-ups on that one, but that's right. Our core is getting worked nice and hard. All right. Low boxer. I'm going to use 5s. You can use lighter. They're just there. So, all right, nice crouched position. Change the move when you get bored with that. Ooh, yeah. That works. Works your biceps. I think I'll go back to this. Oop, started coming up. Get back down. Don't let yourself come up. Ooh, yes. All right, third one. Full body crunch. I'm going to use a moderate weight. Starts on the floor. Feet are flat. Remember, only neck and shoulders comes up. There comes a kitty. Exhale up. Inhale back down. That is Lucy. All right, use your legs to come up. One more cardio. Crisscross jacks. No weight because I'm hopping. If you're not hopping, you could add very light weights to this rowing motion. If you don't want to hop, just do that. Just heel touch. Change the over-under position on your arms. Make it a brain exercise, right? All right. What did I do? Missed one? That's the first set. I don't know what I did wrong on the timer, but that is group 1. Get yourself some water. Take a rest. About a minute. I'm walking off this way. Okie dokie. All right, are we ready for group 2? Let's see, group 2. Okay, it starts with a squat, so with a hammer curl. So again, shoulder width, in case I don't say it when we do it, shoulder width, hip hinge, and lower. All right, so I get my weights. This would be a moderate weights because it is a hammer curl, which is a bicep exercise. I'll turn it at an angle a little bit. Here we go, hip hinge, lower, and come up into a hammer curl. That's all it is. Inhale down, exhale up. It is a bicep curl, just works a different angle of the bicep muscle. Equally good. If you have tennis or golf elbow, this one is more comfy. Watching those knees, make sure you hip hinge every time. It becomes a norm for you if you do it, but you have to focus on it early on. Good. High knee twist. I'm going to use 5s. Same cardio moves as we did in group 1, so you'll get to know these real well. Here we go. Inhale, exhale. Exaggerate on the knees. There goes Lucy. Okay, no weights on this one. This is a bear. Kick back and up. So you get all on all fours, but the back 2 of the 4 are your feet. So knees are hovering. All you're going to do is raise and down. Exhale and down. Great for shoulders, core, hams, glutes. Bring your knees to where they're almost to the floor. I didn't mention it, but your kicking leg is flexed. Okay. Low boxer. So get your crouch, get your boxing gloves. Here we go. Just breathe normally. Switch. Be careful. To go, I hit him. That'll really make you brace your core when you do that. You can go forward, jabs. That's more shoulders centric, and we've got other shoulder centric stuff to do, so I'm going to stay with just these. Okay. All right, third one. I'm going to use moderate weights, bent over row. Very important. Let me turn fully sideways. You're bent over, your back is at an angle, but straight. None of this kind of rounded back thing. All right, start wide row, twist and turn them so you do a narrow row. Exhale each time you lift. Eyes on the floor, not up, that'll hurt your neck. My knees are bent, my back is straight, albeit at an angle. Good. Back to the third cardio move, crisscross rows. Hey, we just did rows and now we're doing rows, but this is a cardio move. So don't add weight unless you're not jumping. And even then, you want it to be lightweight. We're just trying to keep the heart rate elevated on these cardio moves. We do not need to use heavy honking weights. And this one, because I'm hopping, definitely gets the heart rate up. Okay, back to the beginning, moderate weights, squat to hammer curl, shoulder width. Make sure you do your hip hinge and lower. Here we go, squat, hammer. On the bicep curl, we're just bringing it back to an L bend in the arm, not up to here. That's resting. Just to there. Inhale down, exhale to come up. All right, high knee twist. I'm gonna use a 5. Exaggerate your knee up. You can use heavier weight on this one because you're holding one dumbbell with 2 hands. So even if it's a 8 pound, that's only really like 4 pounds each side. Good. All right. Back to our fun one, the bear. All right, on all fours, the back 4 being the feet. Hovering knees. Foot is flexed as it presses up. This really is a full body move. Slow and controlled. Press it up at the top. Give it a little explosion of power. Cardio move, low boxer. Find your crouch. Crouch low. switch. Yeah, I'm gonna double time. Just have to be careful. Whew. Forward. Good. All right. Back to your moderate weights. Bent over rows. Remember that back is straight, but at an angle. Start with your palms facing back for the wide row, and then rotate till your palms are facing your body for the narrow. Exhale every time you row. On the narrow one, you're skimming your sides. Good. Third cardio move. Crisscross. Rows. And heels on the floor. That's group 2. Alrighty, that was group 2. Now in this third group, a couple of them use a ball. It's a light ball, air ball, is the way to distinguish that. The first one is a wall sit. You don't have to use it if you don't want to. I like to. Feels better on my knees. I mean on my lower back. Maybe my knees too. And then we're going to use a band. So have your equipment ready. Have those weights you've been using. And the first one is the wall ball. I'm going to use lighter weights, not the moderate ones I've been using, because this is a straight, oops, gotta set the timer. This is a straight arm move. Working your delts. Let me get in position. All right. So I'm going to put the ball back here for me. Lower into that squat. Forward, diagonal, side. Forward, diagonal, side. So you should be in pretty much a 90-degree bend with the knees so you're in a squat. But you're going to hold that squat and work those delts. Diagonal, side. Front, diagonal, side. Front, diagonal, and side. All right, don't run away, ball. All right, one weight, back to your high knee twists. Here we go. After this cardio move, you'll have 15 seconds to get a band on. So do it quickly. It's not a lot of time. And then pick up maybe the same weight, 5 pounds, or whatever you're using that's a light but not super light. Okay. Alright. Around the ankles. Now Mr. Cameraman's gonna have to follow me. We're doing a monster walk. So you're in a squat. You're gonna swing your leg out, swing it in and out. In and out. Out. I'm just gonna go as far as I can go. Avoiding the phone and coming back. Stay in that partial squat. Keep the tension on the band. All right, to get another one in. Okay, you gotta get those bands off. And cardio move, low boxer. Okay. All right, crouched. Here we go. I'm gonna start with my uppercuts. If you feel your shoulders creeping up, don't let them. And then change positions. Or you can stay at forward punches the whole time if you'd so please. Keep telling yourself, whoops, stay in the crouch. Okay. All right, third one. This is where you need your L and A weight. I'm going to use an 8. This is where you're going to use the ball, sorry. Put it between your knees, I think. No, feet. Between your feet. Hold this end to end and just go side, side, side. It's not a very, oh, and squeeze the ball. Did I mention that? Squeeze the ball. Hey, I'm going to go alternates, or opposites. My arms, there you go. Easier to balance. Okay, that was a little much. Okay, don't forget to squeeze the ball. Okay, we're going to have fun with this one, I can tell. Squeeze, that's working your inner thighs. The core is being worked the whole time. All right, good. Keep the ball because we need it on the next. Use your legs, come up. Crisscross. Rowing, crisscross. Yep, that ball one, that's going to be fun, I can tell. It's fun. It's even more fun if you use a weighted ball, but I'm not going to have everybody bring weighted balls. If you're doing it at home and you have a weighted ball, use that. All right, back to the beginning. Light weight, not baby light, but sort of light. Wall sit. Don't. Okay. All right. Forward, diagonal, side. Forward, diagonal, and side. Exhale, exhale, exhale. Forward, diagonal, and side. Okay, keep the ball handy. We'll need it on that third one. Won't be fun. Cardio move. Oops, need one. Yep, high knee twists. Here we go. Last time we'll do this cardio move. Aren't you glad? Actually, I could do this one all day. It's a kind of a medium intensity one to me. Some of you, it's probably too easy, but humor me. After this, we need those bands on. Band around the ankles, just some sort of a athletic ready. Swing in and out, in and out. Keep a good resistance on that band. Don't let it get easy. Just breathe as normal, stay crouched. Yeah, what is normal breathing when you're doing cardio moves, right? Stay crouched. Work those quads, hams, glutes. Quick, get another set in. Okay, peel that baby off. Get ready for your boxing. Low boxing. Crouched. This is so good for your core. But because your arms are at heart level, it's good for your heart. Keeps the heart rate elevated. And if you crouch nicely or meanly, I don't care, then your legs are getting worked as well. Nah, double time. Keep those shoulders down, don't let them creep. There you go. All right. Last one, the ball. Oh, yeah, I gotta wait, yeah. The ball. Between your feet. Body in an L. Twist your ball to one side and the weight to the other. I like that. Then it works your core even more, I think. I feel it. Hopefully you will too. Squeeze the ball. Work your inner thighs. Nobody wants jiggly inner thighs. Guys or gals. So you do recenter in the middle. You don't just kind of swing. You do recenter. It makes your core brace. All right. That was the third one, wasn't it? Good. We're not going to finish on a cardio because we just don't do that. So we need to stop this and do some stretches. All right. Walk around a little bit. Get a drink. Okay. I'll get a drink. My executive producer told me I could keep going, so. Oh, yeah. That was a good workout. Hope it was for you. All right, hands clasped behind your back. Let's stretch those pecs. We certainly did some pec work with the push-up with one arm extended. Yep. Probably a few other things. Really, anytime you do an overhead press, you're working your pecs. A lot of muscles are being worked in an overhead press. All right, let's do shoulders. Remember, at your chest, not at your neck, at your chest. Step in place if your heart rate's not quite down. Mine's not. Just big inhale, exhales will help it return to normal. Switch. Remember shoulder, like I said, shoulder is one of the most injury-prone joints in the body. All right, let's do abs. Don't try to stretch too much and don't bounce. That's called ballistic stretching. Just find your point of stretch and hold. And then start your deep breathing. Other side. Your back, pull your elbow, stretch that tricep. Other side. Chair. That's why I need a chair. Find something they can lean over on. Yes. Oh, right. Okay. I need a chair. I need a bench. Okay. Bench is coming from off camera. And it's not quite high enough, but it's okay. I would normally like to have my hands be right about here, but yeah. So keep a chair nearby when you do this. The main thing is you want to have a flat back. I'm having to work to keep mine flat because it's a little dipped down, but that's okay. You should feel the stretch in your hands and glutes, lower back, all the way up into the shoulder. Drop your neck and let it enjoy that ease and stretching. All right, now I can use the wall. All right, so you want one foot forward, the other one back. We usually do this on a chair, but the wall works fine. So pressing your back heel into the floor. I'll move over here. Switch legs. Thing, stretching, went a little wider that time. Didn't feel it as much as I wanted to. Want those calves to get nice and limber. And quads. Either you can put your foot on the back of a chair or the top of your foot on the chair seat if you need to for this stretch, or up like this. Yes, we did some squats. I can tell. My quads are saying, "Oh, that feels so good." Other side. See if it says the same thing. Huh. It just says, yeah, sort of good. Hi, Lucy. All right. Then we'll go to the mat, and I'll get rid of the bench. Okay. Bench. Going away, scaring the cat. All right, come down to your mat. Bring one foot in, modified hurdler stretch. Again, we're not trying to reach as far as you can beyond to the water bottle. No, we're just trying to reach, find that point of stretch, and hold it. And keep a nice straight back, not a rounded over back. If you keep it straight, albeit at an angle, you won't be able to go all the way out. So use that to measure how good your form is. Pull that knee down. Sometimes it wants to pop up. Cheat, cheat. Don't do it. All right, other side, same thing. Bring it in, reach out. Woo, point of stretch. Straight back at an angle. This is where you want to be doing that deep breathing. Here comes Leo. There he is. Say hi. Talk to the bottom, right? Is that what he's saying? All right, on our backs. Hug your knees. Oh, enjoy that relaxing release in your lower back. Deep breaths. All right, 2 feet together for a groin stretch. Because let's see, what did we do? Oh, we squeezed the ball. That worked our inner thighs. Even a squat works inner thighs, just not as much as it works other parts of the thigh. And then let's do piriformis, 2 feet on the floor, cross your ankle or your knee, lift, reach through, pull. And you should feel it in the opposite hip that you're holding. Opposite hip to which you're holding. I don't know, something like that. Grammar. I sometimes work in a point and flex and a circle when I'm doing this to kind of get my pops out. All right, switch everything around, other side. Find that stretch. Give it your point and flex, circles. I'm a multitasker, what can I say? All right, I'm pretty through with that stretch. It's got a little more. Okay, roll over on your side to come back up to the mat. Get into a hip flexor stretch. Remember, all we need to do is rotate your hip forward, immediately feel that stretch, and then just hold that position for a few deep breaths. Other side, same thing. Tilt it forward, feel the immediate stretch, and breathe. And let's finish with a good old child's pose stretch. Oh, yes. So if you're doing this at home, the timer is going to stay what it is, so you'll need to progress with added weights if possible, or come and do it in class with us and we'll progress the timer. So, thank you. I hope you had a great workout. I did. See you next time.